Bankruptcy still does not have an end date, it seems, and it's being held up by massive bills from attorneys handling the case for and against the city. So how does this all happen? 7 Action News investigator Jim Kurtzner is live downtown with the latest on this case. It's just not yet a done deal, huh, Jim?
No, Jeff, a city attorney was here saying these attorneys' bills are as thick as one of these, a phone book. The city wants to do a thorough review, but then so does the judge.
Staggering sum, $100 million plus. He's got to make sure that those are reasonable in light of the result in connection with this case.
Inside court with no cameras, it got testy. Assistant City Attorney Charles Ramey told bankruptcy judge Stephen Rhodes that Detroit Mayor Mike Duggan found out in late September that the bills could be $130 million or more, and that could have an enormous impact, potentially affecting hundreds of police officers and firefighters on the job. Judge Rhodes asked rhetorically if that meant the plan is not feasible, but then said the city attorney, new to the case, was doing some political grandstanding. Final bills must be in by December the 1st, and disputes will go to mediation. At the same time, Detroit retirees are organizing an appeal over what they say are unfair health care and pension cuts. Those were approved by a majority of retirees.
We do not care if we're fighting 100 people and it's just one. We will fight. It's illegal, immoral, and it's a crime.
Experts say Judge Rhodes made his approval of the Detroit plan as bulletproof as possible.
He's going to do his best to button it up, but there's still an independent Sixth Circuit Court of Appeals that's going to review this very carefully on behalf of those parties that do end up appealing the decision.
Now, as Jeff said, still no end date or what's called an effective date. It's being held up by this for now. The judge has everybody coming back here Wednesday morning. Jeff, Joanne?
Yeah, Jim, well, we know that the judge is set to retire later on next month, but I understand he could come back if needed. Is that right?
Yeah, he will see this to the end, and that effective date or end date is floating right now. The city would like to have it before Thanksgiving. Does not appear that's going to be the case. Might be somewhere around the middle of December or right after the first of the year. But Judge Rhodes will see it through to the end.
Okay. Thanks, Jim. Thank you much.
While Judge Rhodes and attorney